C.
I'm Mark Gay.
And this is the Mark Suck Show. How you doing?
Yeah, we're right back with yet another installment, and we're going to keep it on. I guess last time, what were we talking about?
We were talking about the new gaming subscription model that they're out trying to put out there, and how it relates to other subscription models, and how subscription models are taking over the world now.
Yeah, well, we're going to keep it to more so trying to take over the world, and now we're talking about Microsoft. Microsoft has recently partnered with GameStop. The partnership has revitalized GameStop. Stock prices rose 40%,
Come on.
and and now you get to look forward to basically their own version of a smart store. So good. So that should be awesome. You're going to see a bunch of GameStop employees walking around with Microsoft tablets and being able to check you out from right there, standing where they are, instead of having to be behind a cash register. And you have other situations where, like, basically they're going to have an updated store model, so this should help. So this should help basically track their customers better because and steal their data. So, because it's all about the data game, and this is just another way of Microsoft being able to do that. Because if they know exactly what you're buying, why you're buying it, who you are, then guess what? They know better to market to you better, how better to sell your data to other people so that they can continue to make profits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
America.
Microsoft think they slick. So originally, when they first came out with the information, they didn't talk about how GameStop plans to profit, from this merger. They just said, "Oh, we're going to provide them with tablets. We're going to let them into our ecosystem and redo their online store." So Mark K brought to my attention one specific thing that is going to change the game, and it's pretty sneaky and underhanded of Microsoft. What it is they are going to be sharing a part of the profit of digital sales with GameStop.
Yeah.
So what's happening is, for every Xbox Series S or Xbox Series X sold in GameStop, any digital purchased on the store, on the console, GameStop gets a kickback of a part of the profit. So what does that say to you?
Well, what it says to me is that it gives GameStop incentive to push digital gaming.
Microsoft is going towards an all digital era.
And they're trying to force you into an all digital era. I don't know if you guys remember this, but when the Xbox One originally came out, they tried to say that it wasn't going to have a disk drive and all that other stuff. And you, the fans, you, the customer, and myself included, said, "Fuck out of here. I guess I won't be owning an Xbox." And so they had to quickly make an about face, fix that shit, and then here we are where we are.
Do you remember the Sony commercial where they said, "You know how you share a game on Sony?" And the guy handed them the game?
Yep.
What happened to that?
It's this is where we are now, man.
Here we go again, Microsoft. You're not slick.
DMR, digital media rights, DRC, or digital.
So, if it's in the best interest of GameStop to sell digitally, you're going to start seeing shortages of specific titles, physical titles, And not only because they get a piece of the profit, they're going to keep their mouth shut about physical media.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to be able to trade or share your games unless you activate somebody else's console as your main console, if they even allow that on the new Series X and S.
Yeah, they haven't said anything about how game sharing is going to work in the future systems. But here's what could be. they probably also didn't mention it is because it could work exactly how it's working now, and so therefore they don't feel a need to mention it.
I will say this: PlayStation, what PlayStation 4 had the right idea. I'm not talking about physical media sharing, but if you got an internet connection and I have an internet connection, I could simply share my game and we could play together. As long as I own it, we could play together over the internet for free.
Yeah, and that's cool, and that's one aspect of it. Except for like, what if I just want to let my friend borrow the game and play by himself? So I do like that. I like
So
the idea.
you can do that, but you have to be not playing. You know what I mean? You can't use your system while the person shares the game.
Yeah. See, but in a way of them making your system their home Xbox or home PlayStation, and vice versa. That way, I can play whenever I want, no matter whether or not you're playing or whatever. It does. Like, we don't interrupt each other. So, hopefully, here's hoping that things still work that way in the future. Because game sharing, if you have a great game sharing partner like I do, then basically you're paying half price for games.
Shout out to Agent Zero.
You know what I'm saying? You're paying half price for every game that you play in the future, and you might end up with titles that you never knew you even wanted to play. So it kind of works that way.
So with them trying to do away with it though,
well, we don't know if they're trying to do it like that. We do know that they're trying to do away with physical copies.
Physical copies, yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. PlayStation charges $100 less if you get the all digital. But what that does is force you into their ecosystem. And Microsoft has a console that's $300 that is essentially going to be doing the same exact thing. And I don't know if you guys know, I hate the Microsoft digital store. I can't stand it. And the reason why I can't stand it is because they barely have sales. Or they don't have sales that are worth it for me. I could get the games cheaper somewhere else.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I should share where I get my digital games currently. I might just keep that to myself for now. You hit me up on my Twitter, DM me. I might let you know in on a little secret. But until then, nah, I'm gonna keep that for myself.
If it is what I think it is, I'm the one that put them on. So we just not going. But don't hit me up because I'm not telling you.
Hey, look, like I said, I'll share it. I'll share it. But you know what I mean? I don't want to blow up the spot. So, but anyway, man, ain't a whole lot more to say to this except for there's a lot of stuff going on. It's conspiracies. I got my tinfoil hat on. And Microsoft, I see you, buddy. I see what you're trying to do.
Listen, man, I heard that they got 2 more big acquisitions coming up. 2.
That's crazy. Listen.
It can't get no better, man. This is the time to be alive.
Hey, listen, if you got stock in Microsoft already, double down. And if you don't, get some more because they making big moves, big changes. And learn your stock option game. So you can start day trading and make some real money. Anyway, that's all I got, sir.
And that's all I got. I'm Mark C.
I'm Mark K.
Good night.
Peace.
Good night.